Rick was a real smart man. He was quirky and kind of funny, and he always had this annoying habit of always being right. It just sometimes drive us crazy because we'd all kind of look at each other and go, yeah, he was right again.
He was the type of person that you could trust no matter what situation you were in. He was always that person that could be that rock.
We took up cycling in 2012. And when Rick catches a bug, Rick catches a bug. So we got ourselves some bikes.
He just really loved to get outside, get moving, see beautiful locations. And he saw that I started to take a liking to it. And I think when he saw that I did, he just wanted me to enjoy it as well. Something that brought us all joy.
He was losing weight and started to get some stomach and back kind of pain. He eventually got in for a CT scan, and on February 16th of 2016, he was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. It took time to digest. It took time. We had a number of sleepless nights. We thought, how are we going to tell the kids?
The only way to really describe it is shock or like numbness, and it takes some time for like it to actually settle in.
Rick Baker was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer in the spring of 2016. Unfortunately, that is a terminal diagnosis, and the life expectancy is roughly 6 months.
He wasn't happy with the 6 to 12 months. He says, I've got to do better than this. So he began chemotherapy, which is one of the standard treatments here. And during that, we searched the world. Our doctors supported us here. Might have thought we were a little bit crazy, but Rick was resourceful, and they appreciated that, and that this was something he needed to do, wanted to do.
Rick Baker was a unique mixture of risk-taking, motivation, and resource. He came back to London with a wealth of experience of how other cancer centers do things. Soon enough, we started to talk about the creation of the Baker Center as his legacy, to bring some of what he saw to London.
They were inspired, and we started talking, and Rick said, we can do better here. We can bring better treatments to the patients here. He tried a couple more therapies, but things were getting harder and harder for him to tolerate. So everything they were trying, they had to do in such low doses that it really wasn't encouraging any kind of response. And he tried one last therapy in September 2nd of 2020, and it was too much for him, and 20 days later, we lost him.
Right now, the survival rate, 5-year survival rate for pancreatic cancer is 10%. And that's dismal. That's the worst of all the major cancers.
So the goals of the Baker Center for Pancreatic Cancer overall are to improve the lives of patients diagnosed with pancreatic cancer.
In a short period of time, we've seen a huge change in how we treat our pancreatic cancer patients and how it's improved their outcomes. Without that initial funding, we wouldn't be where we are today. We'd still be in our old system.
Donor funding is critical to our mission and our program. I would say positions like mine would not be possible without donor funding. We also have clinical trials that are 100% donor funded, which gives the patients, increased treatment options and enhanced care pathways that really wouldn't have existed without that donor funding.
And what that also does is it allows us to attract more money. So we have several grant applications that are in right now that are matching the funds that donors have provided.
I think he'd be proud of us as a family. I think he'd tell us to keep pushing ourselves and pushing our boundaries and what we're capable of doing.
He would say, don't let it go, Shell. Stay with it, stay involved, to make it better, give people more options. Rick loved his life, and that's why he fought so hard for it. I actually couldn't have asked for a better life or a more beautiful life with him, just longer, more of it.